Hey everybody, it's Tim from the Freed Family Farm. Just wanted to give you a little bit more update on how we're doing. I am outside today. It is a gorgeous day to be outside. It's a little bit windy, but otherwise it's a really great day. In the 70s, nice and sunny, and it is great. So finally getting a little bit of time outside, and I wanted to show you a little bit about what we're doing here. I'm excited, going to do a little bit of work, still cleaning up the garden from last year, prepping to till. Hopefully going to do some tilling this weekend, but before I can do that, we have to pull up some weed fabric and pull up some old trellises and stuff to get them out of the garden to till, and I'll show you a little bit about that in a minute. But yeah, so we're excited, so come along and check it out. Before we get to the garden, I want to show you a little bit about why we are tilling now, and that is all these plants are needing a new home here soon in the garden. These are cauliflower here that we are going to use under row cover for the colder nights, but so we're going to try to get tilled up so that we can get these guys out. But before we can do that, I'm starting to harden them off. So yesterday was the first day I brought these guys outside. And they will come outside again today, and, a few hours at a time, over and over again, as we extend the time and the exposure to sunlight and exposure to wind and such too. And then back here is lettuce that we are also going to be taking out and hardening off and getting in under cover here soon. You can see, looking pretty good. I've got quite a few plants here, and we are looking forward to getting these into the garden as well. But in order to do so, we need to make space in the garden with some tilling. So let's head to the garden and start cleaning up so that we can get tilled up as soon as possible. All right, hey, we are back at the garden, and I wanted to share a little bit about what we're doing here. So you can see I have all this weed fabric that I need to pull up, and there's several rows of it that we're doing, and that's to make room to till for this next year, for this next season, as we expand. And we kind of decided to till it all this year when we expand. So I'm going to be pulling this up. You can kind of see there's some gravel and things on top. I'm going to be collecting things. The gravel I'm actually going to fill a spot in my driveway with. And the other stuff we're going to keep. There's some stuff we can compost and whatever else, but a lot we can just till right back in, depending on what's there. And you can see that I have these trellises up. I'm focusing on getting the weed fabric up first, so that we can, because we're expecting some rain and maybe even some snow tomorrow, and the weed fabric traps the moisture under, and I don't want that because I want to till soon. So I'm focusing on the weed fabric first so I can get that done today. We'll see if we have time for the trellises or anything else. All right, let's get to work. there we have it. 1 row done. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more rows to go in this section. So I'll keep working. Thanks a lot. Well, that went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. Actually, my dad and one of my adult sons showed up and helped out with cleaning it up, and it went a lot quicker. As you can see, we got it all done, and we got the trellises up. Got it all done, got the trellises picked up. We're gonna bring those out to my grandma's farm and do our tomatoes out there this year. But yeah, we got this all picked up. We are basically ready to till. I've got a couple more things to take care of before we can till. But yeah, this is great progress. I am super excited. And yeah, we'll hope that the weather works for us to do that. All right, thank you very much. Just wanted to give you one quick look at the whole garden as a whole here. You can see here, this here is the older part of the garden that I had tilled, or we had started with before. Our very first year went from about the left side of the garden to where about that volleyball is. And then we had expanded it over time a little bit here. You can see our strawberries in the back there. And then last year we expanded to here, included all this area that we just took up this year on the weed fabric. And then this year we are going to extend all the way close to the property line, which that's the neighbor's house there. But we're gonna extend out that way as well. And that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully this weekend, we'll do that tilling there. But yeah, you can see kind of just an overall look of what our garden is like, kind of the scope of it here. You can see I still got a little bit of a couple things to take care of before it's ready to till all the way. But great progress, hoping to get out again later this week. All right, thank you very much.